So today I'm gonna talk about my favorite fonts in UI design. So yeah, let's start with number 10. It's called Z Cool. I'm not gonna pronounce the rest of it, but it's a futuristic font that I use. So here's an example. So I mostly use it in landing pages if I want something to be futuristic or like enterprisey. But yeah, it's a cool font. Moving on to number 9, Handjet. So this I use in posters, UI design, everything. It landing pages and some part of web apps somewhere, but it's a very cool font. It has a retro feel, and in uppercase it's very cool. It has same height for all the things, so it's very cool in uppercase. So here, I have it in landing page, but it works mostly everywhere. I mostly use it in posters, especially with tech posters and tech landing pages. Then number 8, Shantel Sense. This is like a handwritten font, but not too much handwritten. It has some personality, which is like, so I use it again in landing pages. Most of the font examples I have is landing pages. Yeah, I have landing pages in some posters also. Not in mobile apps and web apps. It doesn't really vibe with that thing, but in landing pages it gives some personality. That's the main thing. To personality to landing pages, posters, banners, and thing. So again, another handwritten font is Just Another Hand. So this is even more. This has even more personality, and it gives even more the handwritten vibe, that we're looking for. So again, this comes under posters, banners, and landing pages. And so some posters that I make for like kid related events, these two comes handy. Number 6 is SN Pro. SN Pro is from the Supernotes app. They released this font and it's very good. It's an alternative to SF Pro, which is proprietary to Apple. So having a good rounded alternative font is great. It has some good personality because it's obviously rounded. It gives like a very calming feel, very cuteness, but not that too much cuteness. So I like it. So that's my number 6. Moving on to top 5 is, fifth one is Jarro. This is again a landing page, banners, posters type font, and it has like lots of personality. It is very bold, so you can use it to emphasize something in uppercase. To like in this landing page, we want to use this to see this, so it's focused. It has great edges. It works in the retro feel and the futuristic feel. It works multiple ways. So yeah, this is a good font for again banners, posters especially, and landing pages. Next, number 4, we have Instrument Serif. In 2024 and probably in 2025, most of the classic landing pages has Instrument Serif. It's very popular right now, so I'm not sure how well everyone will use it, but despite all that, it looks great. That's why everyone is using it. It looks great. It has the luxury feel, and it's free. So, and it's free in Google Fonts, so it's the best of both worlds. Instrument Serif also has Instrument Sans. I think it's not that better. So yeah, Instrument Sans is good, but not that great comparing to my number 1 font here. But Instrument Serif is spectacular. Moving on to number 3 is big shoulders display. This is very bold. It's like Baby's New Year or some things like that. So if you're going for especially in posters, like the big bold text, this one works. So when landing pages, it works obviously for something like this. Whenever user comes, they'll read this first, nothing else most of the time. So if you want to give that impression, these are great. And it has good personality, it has good edges and everything. So yeah, number 3 is big shoulders display. I use this for all of my posters most of the time. Like the corporate posters, enterprise posters, everything has big shoulders display. Moving on to number 2 is a mono font, JetBrains Mono. So in my web apps, in my not landing pages, so even though some landing pages has mono fonts, but in my web apps, in my mobile apps, if anything that involves numbers or even like whole paragraphs, most of the things I use JetBrains Mono. It's very good mono font, first of all, and it has good personality. It has good it just feels good to look at, if that makes sense, compared to other mono fonts, and its numbers, everything is good. So yeah, that's my number 2 font. Number 1, I think I cheated a little with number 1 because I have 2, Enter and Geist. To me, this is like mostly the same. It has some differences, but when I look at it, it's mostly the same. But I can't choose between number 1, number 2 for this, because I use this everywhere. Landing page, even in all the landing pages you see, it will have Enter or Geist as the text everywhere. So these everything is in the Enter or Geist. So it's good. So let's see. So this is Geist, this is Geist, and this is probably Enter. So yeah, as you can see, it's not very different. Let's take this one. So the first one is Enter. Let's change it to Geist. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, there's not much difference. The A is different, but Geist has alternatives. So even it looks mostly the same. It has Geist has mostly squared dots. That's because it's better Universal company, they like that things, but yeah, it has good personality, and it's very pleasing to look at in web apps, mobile apps, everything. So I use this mostly everywhere in my design. So if you see any of my design, it will probably have these 2 fonts. And Geist is recently included in Google Fonts, so that's good. And Enter has always been in Google Fonts. But one of the things, they go in Google Fonts, they don't have the stylistic sets, which I mostly change. So if they added that will be like the best. So yeah, I think all of these fonts are in, yeah, this is in except SN Pro. Yeah, except SN Pro, I think all of it is in Google Fonts. So I'll add the link to download SN Pro, but yeah, everything else is in Google Fonts. Yeah, I think that's it. So how does YouTube send this? Subscribe, that's a good thing. And yeah, if you have any other ideas for videos for me to make, let me know. Thank you. Bye bye.